Monet with my co-host Maroon Assassin, and this
Hey.
episode of Who's All Coming. So, uh, it's a mini, but I still want to see how you've been doing, girl. So, adulting, how many stars?
I think I'm feeling really good, or at least I'm really optimistic, got some things moving around for me. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Four out of five. Just because, well, yeah, 4 out of 5. Just because, I'm feeling really good about it. It's a Monday, but we got Halloween. I already know what we're doing for Halloween costumes. The work is doing okay. I'm waiting to hear back some things about that. Me and the old lady ain't fighting right now, so I say 4 stars. You?
Um, I would say three. I mean, I want to split the middle on that one, but yeah, I'm gonna say three because it's all right. I am excited about Halloween tomorrow, but uh, yeah, when you have kids, if we canceled Halloween for one kid, the other one we got to still celebrate. So it's kind of a what we gonna do. But
Yeah.
I got my costume picked out. Her costume is ready. Scotty gonna dress up. I was gonna try and find something for the dog, but I was like, he'll get here in time.
Girl, you'd be better off just putting him in like a headset or like one of them shoulder strap wings or something. Don't do too much for him. Don't do too
No,
much for
he
that
gonna be
horse.
for Christmas. I'm dressing him up
Okay, all right.
for
Well,
Christmas. Okay, I got
you're
him.
at your
I got
own
enough time
risk.
to get the costume. I'm gonna insert the photos whenever whenever I get the stuff. I promise you, he gonna
Okay,
be.
y'all. It's recorded, so we're gonna hold her to it. We're gonna be like, okay, what costume you put Harry in? Okay, all right.
Yes.
And I want this to be in there in black and white. What she said for Christmas. I'm gonna dress him up. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
for
was
editing,
different.
Jennifer, in the future.
We're going to some family photos, yes. With the dog gonna be there too. But so yeah. That being said, you got a Halloween Am I the Asshole?
I do. So, this one says, "Am I the asshole for asking my new boyfriend to buy more Halloween candy because his niece took all of mine?" Okay, so on Saturday, I hosted an adults only Halloween wine night. Most of my friends have children and they look forward to having a night away. We put on a scary movie, paint or carve pumpkin, drink wine, and eat snacks. My new boyfriend, that actually sounds really cool. We might have to do that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my new boyfriend of 2 months said he was bringing his sister to join, which I was excited about because I've only ever met her in passing twice, but she's around my age and seems really nice. She has 2 children, so I specifically reminded my boyfriend it was adults only. Of course, she shows up with her daughter, who is 10. I love kids, but this night specifically is meant for and planned for adults. I don't have children, so my house isn't even kid friendly. Anyways, his niece saw my trick or treat setup and got excited to get some candy. I told her she could pick one, but told her it was for trick or treaters. Her mom was standing right there, and then we went back to enjoy time with the adults. I even told my boyfriend I was annoyed she brought her daughter, but I didn't want her kid to know. It's not the kid's fault. True.
True. Yeah.
One of my friends even made a comment that she paid for a sitter that night to have adult time. My
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend's sister and her daughter finally left around midnight, and I continued hanging out with my friend. While I was cleaning up, I realized all of the Halloween candy was gone. Not one piece left. For reference, it was 2 huge bowls from Costco bag, so over $100 of Halloween candy. I asked my friends if they noticed anything, and they said the little girl kept walking up to it, but they thought she was just trying to get the scarecrow to scare her. I asked my boyfriend, and he literally said, if you didn't want to have it, you shouldn't have put it out. It wasn't out. It was sitting close to the back door, so on Halloween, I can just move it outside before I get home from work. Once I get home, then I bring it in and pass out the candy myself. I asked him if he'd go to Costco and get more candy since his niece took over $100 worth of candy without her mom or him watching her or telling her not to do that. He said no, and again, that it was my fault. I put it out so his niece didn't know. We're 2 months into our relationship and never had any actual issue.
Mm.
Very happy, but this just seems selfish and rude. My friends just sided with me, so I'm asking for an unbiased opinion.
Mm. Okay, so you had a Halloween party. You had the candy open, but I guess it wasn't in the main party room.
Nope, she said it was just back by the back door, so that way she could just move it out before she went to work.
Y'all gonna have to break up.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all gonna have to
And
break
I would
up.
say that because he didn't listen, and I bet you he didn't tell his sister that it was an adult only party. No matter, even though you told him beforehand, I bet you he didn't even tell her that. He was like,
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna
I'm
tell her
thinking
that.
he did because the sister has two kids, so I'm guessing she brought the older of the two, meaning
Or the
you don't want to
younger.
bring this little kid to this party where it's gonna be a bunch of adults.
Well,
You,
that's what I'm saying. It had to be the younger one.
you think so?
Because the older ones can do whatever. The older ones can kick rocks for all they care. They're gonna hang out and stuff. But the younger one, it's gonna be harder for her to find someone to keep.
No, no. I mean, is she an asshole for asking him to replace the candy that his niece ate? Yes, because you had the candy out and it was somebody else, not him, that ate the candy, although she was not invited and was like one of his party guests. It's not like there was like damage and we have somebody got to pay to get this fixed. But also, if you have a party, you open it and see people to your house, that's a possibility of them getting in shit they ain't supposed to. So if you don't clearly mark or clearly warn, then you can't really be upset about somebody eating Halloween candy at
But
a
that's the thing, though. She did warn, and apparently she did it when the little kid, mom was there, saying that it's for Halloween. You can have one, but she said it's for trick or treaters.
Oh
So she
yeah,
did warn her.
you did say that. You did say that. Okay, so well, shit.
hmm I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this one too because you're right. You knew you were gonna have people in your house and stuff, whatever. Now, granted, you weren't supposed to have to deal with kids. Most adults are not gonna really go for, the candy and stuff, whatever. If you say it's for trick or treating, or they know it's for trick or treaters, they might have
Mhm,
one or two. But
mhm. I
I don't know.
mean, is it that mom fault that her daughter's bad as fuck though? I mean,
Yeah, it's the mama fault. Yep.
we will not mom shame up in
I'm
here.
not mom shaming. I'm just saying own up. You
Her
know.
daughter bad as fuck.
Hmm.
Girl, I can't wait till JoJo have his first like. Whew,
Oh, I'm fully on board with that. If he act out in public and stuff, whatever, I
that.
know that's
Like,
a I
mm.
know that's a
It's gonna be
reflection
great.
of me, of of
No,
parenting and stuff,
sometimes
whatever.
kids just be doing shit just to do shit. They know better. They just do shit just to do shit just to see. And then I don't know. I'm trying to
Well,
remember.
because you can't get to him in public. I think that might be some of it.
Girl, Jackson. I was like, hey, I will jack you up across this parking lot. Don't play with me. So we start trying to run. I will jack your ass up. Okay.
Right, really.
Because I'm like, okay, no, I don't care that we in public. Because you know what? What you gonna do?
Right. Right. You're just when you're a kid or whatever the case may be, but
Don't whoop your child. I'm gonna whoop you too. Fuck my fucking business. Yes.
I mean, my thing about that is, it kind of is one of those things like you bring your guests, you're responsible for them, but at the same time, like,
I mean,
I don't
and then
know.
also, you basically she trick or treated without her costume. I mean,
Yeah,
it was for kids. She a kid. She ate it all.
right.
Count that as a loss. You ain't
And
gotta
I
hand
find
out
it very
candy.
hard to believe that she ate $100 worth of candy. Now, she said they left around midnight, so depending on when the party started, maybe, but I find it very hard to believe that she was the only one eating it and ate $100 worth of
It was
candy.
probably her friends too. They was like, there was a little girl that ate it. Meanwhile, you got
Right.
five
That's
stickers
what
in
I'm
your
saying.
bag.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, you can't really ask them because there's no proof
Yeah, because they
that.
didn't say they saw her eat it. They just saw her playing with the skeleton. So again, you don't even know if it was her. So you asking him to replace something that you didn't see her eat it.
No one saw her eat it.
So now I think you just like accusing this child of shit because it just seems my friends would never. Well, okay, bitch.
Right, really. Okay.
Right. I feel like you're
Never
more
admit
upset
it.
about her being there, just period. Which I mean, I understand that. Because I'm like, why the fuck would your boyfriend I mean his sister and her kid? Because I'm sure they rode together. I'm like, nigga, you knew. You don't get to stay there for the whole party. You may be there for 30, 40 minutes tops, and then y'all need to go.
Right.
For coming, bye.
Right. Especially after 2 months or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, no. So that mean he don't follow instructions. He don't listen.
That's
He don't.
exactly what I was saying.
He
He
had
don't
control.
listen and he don't relay information that he's supposed to.
So back to y'all gonna have to break up.
Yep. Yep. I mean, that's what it is.
I mean,
But
she asked him if
speaking,
she should make him if she an asshole for asking to replace it, and I'm like, no, end it, and end it now. Okay.
right. But yeah, you kind of an asshole. So
Well,
speaking of Halloween,
mhm.
what is your costume gonna be? I know what it is, but just for the people out here watching and stuff, whatever. What's your costume gonna be?
Okay, so it's gonna be the same as yours.
For y'all that don't see, I just rolled my eyes at her so hard.
It's gonna be the same as yours. So, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
I am going to be a Ravenclaw student because I paid for that robe at Universal, so I'm going to wear that robe until I cannot anymore. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I ain't mad because I need to get a wand. That's the only thing I don't. I do not have a wand. I have my robe. I have my tie. I have the white shirt. Go wear my black pants, whatever. But I do
I
not.
thought you got a robe last year. I mean, a wand last year.
I was gonna get it, but when I got ready to order it, they were sold out because I ordered around Halloween. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, they ain't got it. I was like, okay, whatever. Because it was
Yeah.
not gonna be authentic, okay? I'm not gonna pay for an elder one, okay? Not gonna do it.
The older one is cool and everything, but I got like an authentic or like a generic widget because I didn't want to have the main cast wand and then it just be like, oh, I got Harry's wand or Hermione's wand. No, I wanted it to still feel like my wand.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So
I
like
feel
at
you
this
on
point, I'm gonna go get a switch and I'm just gonna trim it down and
that. Okay, okay.
let that be the reason. Okay.
Right. I mean, fair. At least for something. They started out as switches. So switches. Sorry,
All right.
they started out as switches in the first place before they, were enchanted and stuff. So I can pick it up. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna wear that at work. I'm gonna be the only person that's dressed up.
You just know you're gonna be the only one dressed up.
Girl, yeah, I was the only person dressed up for the last event we had. And then this one I'm like, okay, y'all can wear y'all costumes, just don't have me be the only person wearing my costume. And everybody's like, oh, we ain't got one. I'm like, whatever.
That's all right. That just means you're a leader. That's all that means. You're a leader, not a follower. Okay.
No, I saw this dude, he had a Gryffindor like costume, and I was like, I'm pretty sure we beef him with Gryffindor. I'm trying to remember. Like I'm
So
trying to
you
remember.
just automatically beefing with him.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, but for real, I was like, would have gave him some candy because we was giving out candy. I would have given him some candy, but I was like, I don't know if we cool or not like that. So I don't know. As I'm wearing like Slytherin green right now, but yeah, I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah. So
Okay. Okay. All right.
anything else for
Well.
you, ma'am? Anything else for you, ma'am?
Well, no. We've pretty much got little man's costume. He's gonna be Chase from Paw Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Candy's all good. So nah, that's it for me. Some popcorn, play some movies in the background. So
The good. There was a TikTok where it was like, when I say I want to watch scary movies or Halloween movies, what I mean is the Disney movies. I don't want to watch The Conjuring. I was like, no, put on Halloween Town. I was like,
Right?
but
You
that's
look
me.
like watching The Nun. Nah, move on. Haunted Mansion, please. You
Okay.
know, like,
I think when we come back from your house, I might watch Friday Night with Freddy's. Friday Night at Freddy's with
oh, Five Nights at Freddy's.
oh, that's what it's.
I know the game was terrifying.
Oh, well, I might not.
So
It's PG-13, and since she is now 13, she was like, I want to watch that. And I'm like, okay, we can
yeah.
watch it, but I don't do scary movies at all. So I'm
If she
like,
don't do scary movies at all, she will have a difficult time with this one.
you think so?
I
Well,
think so.
is it not on, is it released now on Disney Channel? Well, I mean, that don't mean nothing, I guess. I'm like, well, she said she want to watch it. It's PG-13.
I mean,
She,
go ahead and watch it. I could be wrong.
girl, I'm gonna watch it with her, but like when after I start that shit,
Yeah.
if I get, if I jump too many times, turn it. Put on Hercules and we're going to bed, okay?
Hercules. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that was a good one. That was a good one too.
right. No, for real. I'm like, but yeah. So that's the plan. When we leave your house, I'm planning on leaving. I mean, I get off at 5, so takes me like 40 minutes to get. I might work 8 to 4 tomorrow.
Work 8 to 4 tomorrow.
That way I can be at your house by like 5:30, or maybe Scotty can drop me off at work, and then if he picks me up from work, I'm already in my costume. He got the kids. We just go to your house.
I mean, that's a lot of driving for him.
For him, I mean,
A lot of
he already,
gas.
he already go to the parent teacher conference tomorrow. So
That's a lot of gas on one car. But I mean, hey, y'all do you. We can discuss that off camera. So that's it for me.
all right, well, this has been Who All Coming, the mini episode. See us every Tuesday.